good morning all. Today in this class of analog circuits, we will be studying or going through the high order, first order high pass bandwidth filters. Mostly we will deal with high pass filters. Okay. So we have already seen the low pass filter. Low pass filter, what it does, it allows a signal which is having a frequency from the range of 0 to fh to pass through it. Okay. What is high pass filter? High pass filter, as already from the name, we can understand that it is only allows the signal to pass, which is having a higher frequency, and the pass band will have a frequency range of FL to F. Okay, so there in low pass filter we were having cutoff frequency as FH. Okay, so you should remember that in low pass filter you will have cutoff frequency for FH. Okay, so it will allow the frequency range from 0 to FH to pass, whereas in high pass will have cutoff frequency known as FL. Okay, low frequency, low cutoff frequency, low cutoff frequency. So in high pass filter we will have FL. So this filter will allow the signal to pass which is having the frequency more than FL, which is greater than FL, as we can see. Okay, the gain of the signal is constant, almost constant, that is AF, for the frequency greater than FL. This is another type of filter. So high pass filters are often formed simply by interchanging frequency determining resistors and capacitors in low pass filter as shown in figure. So you know the construction or the circuitry of a low pass filter. For first order low pass filter, we need a RC network where the combination will be like this. Okay, so in low pass filter, here instead of R will be having C, and instead of C will be having R. So if you want to change the place of R and C in first order low pass filter, then you will get a first order high pass filter. So just with the change of the position of R and C, you can get a high pass filter from a low pass filter. Okay, so that has been mentioned here by interchanging frequency determining resistance. What is the meaning of frequency determining resistors? Because the cutoff frequency of the filters is determined by resistors and capacitors. Okay, that's why it is called frequency determining resistors. So see the circuit diagram here. Here we are having RF. This circuit diagram represents the first order high pass filter. So it is exactly same as first order low pass filter. Only the thing is that here the position of C and R is interchanged. Okay. So this is RF. RF is taken as 30 kilo ohm R1. Okay. This RF and R1 actually decides the gain of the filter. This is C, this is R, this is V, okay, and this is load. This plus and 15 and minus 15 is plus 15 is VCC and minus 15 is VEE. And this voltage gain for high pass filter already I have discussed in the introductory class. Now, how to obtain the voltage gain for the high pass first order filter? So, what is voltage gain? Voltage gain means V output by V input. Okay, that is the voltage gain. V output by V input. It is the very we will use the same technique or same method what we have used for low pass filter. So here, if you see the circuit diagram, so how we can write V naught? So V naught can be write as V naught is equal to gain of the amplifier into V1, or V naught is equal to, what is the gain of this amplifier? 1 plus RF by R1. So we can write V naught is equal to 1 plus RF by R1 into V1. Okay. So we can write the output voltage as 1 plus Rf by R1 into V1. Now for V1 we need to calculate the voltage at V1. So again by using a simple voltage divider rule we can calculate the voltage at V1. So the voltage is V in. V in is divided among two elements, two passive components, capacitance and resistance. So capacitance will have some reactance and also resistance will have some reactance. So it will the V in will get divided across this element. Now how we can find V1 using simple voltage divider rule. So voltage divider rule will be, if we use, we can write V1 as R, okay, that is the R. So V1 is the voltage across R divided by R plus minus JXC. As we know that the reactance in, if you draw the reactance triangle of a RC series circuit, then how we can write the reactance R minus JXC, same thing. So here if you find the total reactance of the network, RC network, then it will be R minus JXC. If you will have inductive element, inductor, then it will be plus JXL. Clear? So for series RLC's network, what will the reactance? R plus JXL minus JXC. Okay. Here only we are having RC network, so it will be R minus JXC. So V1 can be written as R by R minus JXC into Vin. Okay. So this is nothing but a simple voltage divider rule. So now if minus j is there, if you will take it to denominator, minus j is nothing but 1 by j. So that is the thing. And xc is what? Xc, the value of xc is 1 by 2 pi fc. So that that has value has been replaced here. So it can be written as r by r plus 1 by j2 by fc. Okay. So why this minus sign got converted into plus sign? Because we have changed the j, means that means minus j we can write as minus j is equal to plus 1 by j. Okay. And xc is 1 by 2 by fc. So in this way, if you simplify this expression, you can write V1 as V1 is equal to J2 pi FRC plus 1 plus J2 pi FRC into V, where this F is the frequency, this R is the resistance, and C is the capacitance. Okay. Now also we know that V naught is equal to AF into V1, as I already told. So what is AF? AF for this in non-inverting configuration will have gain as 1 plus RF by R1 into V in. And what is the value of V in? This is the value of V in. So if you substitute the value of V in, so we have derived, sorry, this is V1. So this is the value of V1, okay? This is the value of V1 in term of V in. So if we substitute the value of V1 here in term of V in, we will get this expression 1 plus Rf by R1 into J2 pi FRC divided by 1 plus J2 pi FRC into V in. So this is your V naught equation, okay? Now from there we can have V naught by V in. So if you simplify V naught by V in, so V naught by V in is equal to AF in bracket into j into f by fl divided by 1 plus j into f by fl. Now what is fl? Fl is nothing but a low cutoff frequency, that is 1 by 2 pi rc. 1 by 2 pi rc. Clear? So if you will substitute the value 1 by 2 pi rc by fl, then you will end up in having the equation 1. Okay. So this is the voltage gain equation for a for a first order high pass filter. So from this equation 1, how we can write the magnitude of a voltage gain? Hence, the magnitude of a voltage gain can be written as V naught by V in, mod of V naught by V in is equal to AF into F by FL root under 1 plus F by FL square. Now, see the magnitude voltage gain equation for a high pass filter given by 2. If you will compare this magnitude of voltage gain um, to low pass filter, you can see that or observe one minute change. In that also, for that low pass filter, the voltage gain, the magnitude of voltage gain is given by AF. AF in numerator you will only have AF. In numerator you will only have AF. So AF by 1 plus A1 plus F by FH square. So AFL will get converted to FH. Okay. So but in high pass, in numerator you will have product of two terms. One will be F and another term will be there coming. That is F by FL. So you should remember that what is the difference in the magnitude gain. It looks or appears the same exactly. Okay. Only the thing is that the frequency, the cutoff frequency will be for a high pass filter will be FL, and also one term will be associated with AF, that is F by FL in a high pass frequency, a high pass filter. Okay, so the magnitude gain for first order high pass filter, that is mod of B naught by B in, is AF into F by FL divided by root under 1 plus F by FL square. Okay, equation number 2. Any doubt here till now? Any doubt? Any doubt people are having in first order high pass filter? Very easy. Only you have to change the connection. Sorry, the connection. The only change you have change the position of RNC from a low pass filter to get a high pass filter. You should remember this point, because if you will go for the design of even second order high pass filter, just again there also we have to just change the position of RNC. If you do the same, you will end up in having the second order filter. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt in first order high pass filter? If no doubt, then we will go for example, and then we'll start with the second order high pass filter. Any doubt? Any doubt? No doubt. Okay. So now we will see one example. So first of all, we'll see design of first order high pass filter. So since high pass filter are formed from low pass filters simply by interchanging R and C's. That is, R means resistors and capacitors. Okay, comma. The design of the low pass filter are also applicable to the high pass filter. So whatever the design criteria we take, whatever we step follow for the designing the low pass filter, same we will follow for the high pass filter. Okay. Only the thing is that whatever values we are getting R and C, that will be same. Only we'll change the place of R and C. Okay, clear. Example. This is example. So design a high pass filter at a cut-off frequency of 1 kilohertz with pass band gain of 2. So what step we have followed for the design of a low pass? As I told that the design procedure for both the low pass and high pass will be same. So we have to select C such that it should be less than equal to 1 microfarad. That is the first criteria. So here we have chosen C as 0.01 microfarad. Now, as I told you, again I'm telling that you can choose 0.05 also, it is correct. 0.5 also correct. 0.009 or any value between less, it should be less than 1 microfarad. Okay. So in this case, we have chosen C as 0.01 microfarad. Then what will the value of R? Using the equation this one. Using equation this one, because we know that FL is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. FL is equal to, from this we know that now FL is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. Now if we know the FL value, since we know the FL value, and we know the C, then we can find the R. So what is the FL value here? The FL value here given is 1 kilohertz. The FL value given is 1 kilohertz. So if you substitute the value of 1 kilohertz here and the capacitance value is 0.01 microfarad, and you solve for this expression, you will get the value of R as 15.9 kilo ohm. Okay, here FL is equal to 1 kilohertz given. Similarly, now we come to the gain of the high pass filter. So the gain required gain is how much 2. So the gain is 1 plus AF by A1 plus RF by R1. That is the gain. So the AF is given 2. So AF is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. So we can write as 2 is equal to 1 plus RF by R1, or from there we can derive RF is equal to R1. That relation can be obtained. Now this relation holds R1 is equal to RF only if we have a gain of AF is equal to 2. Okay, this relation will change depending on the gain AF. Okay, gain of the filter. Now in this problem itself, it has been given that the gain of the pass band should be 2. So if you put substitute AF is equal to 2, then you will end up in having R1 is equal to RF. That has been chosen as as a 10 kilo ohm. I told you it should be of the kilo ohm order. Okay, so R1 is equal to RF. So if you will substitute all these values, okay, and that is C is equal to 0.01 microfarad, R is equal to 15.9 kilo ohm, R is equal to R is equal to RF is 10 kilo ohm, then you will end up in having the first order high pass filter. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram of first order high pass filter. You will get the. Now if you will change the same thing, whatever values we are getting, if you want to change the position, then we will get the low pass filter having the cutoff frequency 12 kilohertz. Clear? So design, anyone having any issue? Design, anyone having any issue? Design? No. More responses, all are comfortable. Okay. So second order high pass Butterworth filter. So I will just give you the some important equation related to second order high pass Butterworth filter, and its derivation will be an assignment for today's class. So its derivation you can get from various sources. So I will give some time also. So you can submit this assignment by Sunday evening, or you can take whole Sunday either this weekend, and on Monday I will evaluate. Okay, on Monday I will evaluate. I'll post the this assignment. Okay, later in the Google Classroom. Anyhow, you have to join the classroom today for the assignment. Okay. See. So this now we come to second order high pass Butterworth filter. As learned in the case of first order, so it should be order. Okay, should be order. So as learned in the case of first order high pass, SP means high pass filter. Second order high pass filter can also be formed by interchanging the frequency determining resistance and capacitor as shown below. So this circuit diagram shown here, this circuit diagram shown here is a second order high pass Butterworth filter. So now what is Butterworth? Butterworth is a specific kind of filter which is having a specific gain. Okay. So you can, if you see this diagram, it is very much similar to the second order low pass filter. The main thing is that the main difference is that there instead of a resistor we are having capacitor, and instead of capacitors we are having resistors. So in the second order also, in second order low pass filter, If you interchange the position of R and C as shown in the figure here, then you will end up in having the second order high pass filter here. And response you can see also, frequency response also. And here you will have FL, low cutoff frequency. Okay, you should always remember that in a low pass filter you will have FH. Okay, this is high cutoff frequency, whereas in the high pass filter you will have FL, that is low cutoff frequency. And see the gain, that this one, the slope of this attenuation is 40 dB per decade. Okay, because it is second order. For first order it will be 20 dB per decade. Clear? So just we will see the voltage gain magnitude equation of the second order high pass Butterworth filter. So let me check here. I think a mistake is there. It is correct. So for the second order high pass filter, the voltage gain equation, the voltage gain means V naught by V in gain equation can be written as AF. AF is the gain, AF by root under 1 plus AFL by F, AFL by F to the power 4. Now for first order, it was FL by F to the power 2. Now for second order, it is FL by F to the power 4. Okay, where AF is equal to 1.586. So this is the gain for a Butterworth filter. Okay, pass band gain for a Butterworth filter. F is because the frequency of the input signal in hertz, and FL is the low cutoff frequency. So assignment. So today's assignment is derivation of voltage gain equation for a second order Butterworth high pass filter. See, it is very simple. Already I have given the derivation of voltage gain equation for a second order low pass filter. So if you follow the steps, okay, you follow the steps of that derivation, easily you can derive the voltage gain equation for the second order Butterworth high pass filter. Okay, only the thing is that whenever you will calculate the voltage and all those things, the position of RNC is interchanged, so there will be a changes in the voltage. Okay, and consequently the V naught by V in will also change. So this will be an assignment. The derivation of this will be an assignment. So I will post this problem in the Google Classroom today at 2, and you will be given time. You can utilize the time 2 to 3 to do this, and also I will give, because I will give you time till this Sunday weekend. Okay. But anyhow, you have to join the today meet for the attendance. So any problem till now? Any doubt? Rohit Kumar is asking 1 kilohertz cutoff, a lot of low end, right? Yeah, it is there. So see, yeah, whatever requirement is there, you can have. So just as example, I have taken 1 kilohertz. Okay, Rohit. So what first of all, let me tell everyone what Rohit Nanda Kumar has asked. That 1 kilohertz of frequency for high pass filter is on the low end. Okay, yeah, it is on the low end because as an example I have taken this case. So if you want to have, for example, 500 hertz, okay, for that 500 hertz, you have to choose a peculiar value of R and C. For example, we choose C as 0.01 microfarad. Then you can find the resistance for 500 hertz. So how you can find the resistance? R will be R is equal to 1 by 2 pi FLC. Now FL there, instead of putting 1K, you put 500. Then you will get some values of R. Take that R. That R will that R will be determining the frequency of the cutoff frequency. Clear, Rohit? Any other doubt? Sir, when you will post notes on this topic? Tumala. Okay, notes will be shared. You can have. What I'm thinking that for the high pass and low pass today I will share the notes. Okay, for high pass and low pass filters. So in high pass we are having first order, second order. In low pass also we are having first order, second order. So for that the notes will be shared today in the Google Classroom. Okay, by today evening I will share the notes, and then and the other two types of filter will be left. That is band reject and band pass. So if you will cover that band reject and band pass, and our then the filters is over. So today you can expect that today I will give the videos. Videos of the same will be uploaded by this weekend. Okay, Tumala. Any other doubts? Any other doubts? So today I will also touch the band pass filter. Before starting the band pass filter, first I will take the attendance. Can give the band pass filters. So what is band pass filters? So band pass filter, as we already know that this filters will allow a specific range of frequency to pass. So the range of that frequency will be lying between two cutoff frequency between FH and FL. Okay, and FH should be greater than FL. So we can see a band pass filter has a pass band between two cutoff frequencies FH and FL, such that FH should be greater than FL. Already we have seen the cutoff frequency response for a band pass filter. Again, we will see. Any input frequency outside the pass band is attenuated. What does it mean? Then any in signal which is having the frequency outside the pass band, its magnitude will be attenuated or it will be decreased. So it won't be pass. The gain will be very small. Okay. So how we can obtain a band pass filter? A band pass filter can be formed by simply cascading high pass filter and a low pass, a high pass and a low pass section. Figure 5.11 show a first order band pass filter. So here also in band pass filter we will have we will have different orders of filters. We can have first order band pass filter, we can have second order band pass filter, and we can have third order and so on. So now what we have told that we can realize or we can obtain this filter by using first order high pass section in cascade with first order low pass section. So already we know what is the construction of circuitry for first order high pass section. We know that is the first order high pass filter. This circuit diagram, this circuit, you can see this circuit. If you will segregate, this circuit actually represents a first order high pass filter. Just we have seen, and this circuit represents first order low pass filter. Clear? And also you can see the output of the first order high pass filter is acting as a input to this low pass filter. Clear? Okay. The output here of a first order high pass filter is acting as a V input for this low pass filter. If you cascade these two filters, then you will have a band pass filter. How it is so? It is very much clear. If you analyze the frequency response of a band pass filter, then we can understand how we can get this band pass filter. to see this frequency response. So in this frequency response, since you can see the gain AF for the frequency range FL to FH is AF, okay, and and it is almost constant. So for this pass band, so this actually this is your pass band. Pass band is lying between FL and FH. So for this you will have a gain, okay, that will be constant as per the requirement. And if you move away from this range, whether be on this side or whether be on this side, your gain will attenuate. Your gain will attenuate, will decrease. It won't allow to pass. Okay. So here in pass band filter, we are having one pass band and two stop bands. So pass band belongs here. This is the one pass band. Okay. The two pass band will be here. This is your two pass band. This is your two stop band. This is the first stop band. This is your second stop band. Clear? So if you will see, just consider the response. Just see, I have selected a portion. I have selected a portion. Now tell me what type of frequency response is this? It is a, you can easily say it is a high pass filter. Clear? So why it is a high pass filter? The only for the region that I have selected. Okay, on the screen. So you can see that the range of the frequency which is lower than FL, this filter is not allowing to pass. And after FL, what is greater than FL, it is allowing to pass. So here, this filter is acting as a, this one as a high pass filter. Now if you choose the you choose the second half, you can consider that it is acting as a low pass filter. Clear? Where it is only allowing a signal to pass which is less than fh. It is not allowing a signal to pass which is greater which is having the frequency greater than fh. So this second half is actually nothing but a low pass filter. So if you cascade high pass and low pass filter, you will end up in having the this frequency response. Okay. So in this way, you can have the band pass filter. Now the thing is that you have to select the values of R and C such that you should be having proper FL and proper FH. Okay. So already I told you that for high pass filter you will be having FL, low cutoff frequency. That low cutoff frequency can be determined using the value of R and C here in this case. Now in this second half circuit, in this case here, in this scenario where we are having a low pass section, here we will have a FH, high cutoff frequency, whose value can be determined using R dash and C dash. Okay, clear? So here we will give the V input and here we will get the V output. So for this such type of circuitry, what will be the voltage gain? So the voltage gain magnitude of the band pass filter is equal to the product of the voltage gain magnitude of the high pass and low pass filter. Here, so if you have the product, then V naught by V in, V is equal to AFT into AF by FL, root under 1 plus F by FL square into 1 plus F by FL square. So this is the frequency gain equation. Okay. So AF by 1 plus F by FL square is for high pass and 1 plus F by FH square is for low pass filter. Here, so this is your second order band pass filter. Now, so second order band pass filters, this is the frequency response. Here we are having, you can see, so this the slope of this attenuation is 20 dB per decade here this side, and here this side it is minus 20 dB per decade. Now if you will design the this actually this frequency response is for first order. If we will draw the frequency response of the second order, then the slope of this one will be not 20 dB but it will be 40 dB per decade, and here it will be minus 40 dB per decade. Now how can we obtain second order band pass filter? It's very simple. Just instead of using that high pass filter of second order and a low pass filter of second order, here that I will show you. Here, this actually the circuit diagram represents the first order band pass filter. Now, why first order? Because this is also first order and this is also first order. If you will use this high pass filter of second order, and also this low pass filter of second order, then you will have a second order band pass filter here. That has been written in the note here. That for a plus 40 dB, plus minus 40 dB per decade band pass filter, second order high pass and low pass filter is cascaded. So this is a band pass filter. So the last one, last we no need to derive anything for this. We just you have to understand that voltage gain equation for the band pass filter. Sorry, band pass filter. Okay. Now in the next class we will see the band reject filter. That will be the last type. Band reject filter that will be of last type. Okay. So any doubt in the band pass filter? Anyone? Any doubt? They can ask me now.